Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ratastic Episode 2. I guarantee you it will be the perfect sequel to Ratastic Episode 1. On today's episode of Ratastic, you will learn how to be a friend with your rat, how to live with your rat, and toys for your rat, as well as a special, exclusive Ratastic special news update. You will also learn several resources on detailed information for your rat. Have fun. Type of food for your rat, as healthy as lab blocks and as yummy as candy. They really like it. I just gave them some, and they're stealing it from each other. Please look at the name. And also, just to let you know, you don't usually find that company's rat food in stores. It's very rare. If you go on their website, then you can probably type in your zip code and you might find a rat food dealer near you. Part 2 of the Ratastic special news update. Many male rats have long claws, and the way to get rid of them is cinder blocks. But if you really want to get to drastic measures, try a nail file, rat toys. Now, let's look at some basic rat toys. Here's what you call a tube. He hasn't chewed it much, only a little bit on the inside. But theirs is like you took some paper and wrapped it in a circle. Probably disintegrated by now. More rat toys are right here. To keep their teeth from making them quite sharp, try giving them a little, well, this isn't much anymore. It was a block of wood with googly eyes and felt all over it, but this is what it looked like after the first 5 minutes. Rats are weird. Rats love rope. They like to take it in, they like to bury themselves in it. Anything. My male rat, he has a little bridge, if you will, and he plays circus rat a lot on it. The way to make a rope that looks like this to that is by doing this. First, make any sort of extendable hole, if you will, in you can use any sort of knot. My fellow Boy Scouts out there will know a lot how to do this. And just all that. Then you insert rope through, and then you pull one end, the end that is attached to the extendable circle, tight. So it's kind of hard to understand, but the first part's a little hard. But once you get it, you will never forget it. So it kind of looks like this. Then keep doing that until you get to the end of the rope. Then eventually you can see the beginnings of a thick rope here. Some more rat toys are ferret flexi tubes. There isn't much on the market out there for rats today because most people consider them vermin. Hopefully this generation will treat rats nicely when we become adults. Please start a rat company. Thank you. Okay, so some ferret flexi tubes. You can put these in impossible knots. One from a special place is about $10. Many other places sell it for between $15 and $20. So I would recommend going to a pet expo or getting it offline because these things are not meant to be $20. I mean, look, they're cheap plastic, but it's durable. That's all you need. But one only has X limit of knots, and you get 2 of these. But then you wonder to yourself, Hey, these ends don't fit together. I have a problem. Well, they do fit together with a special ring, but it only comes with these solid plastic tubes. If you get one extra right here, and you get it with a straight tube, it has a special ring on the end. If you take that ring and you insert it to another one, there. You have even more undoable knots. How to live with your rat. They're just in cages, but it takes some getting used to. Rats are mostly nocturnal creatures. I had an experience with them while we were moving, and I didn't play with them much because things were quite hard. Eventually, once we finished, they were not awake at all during the day. But I did hear a lot of squabbles and all this stuff during the night. So, the more you play with the rat, the more they alter their sleeping times until you eventually get half at night, half at day. They do like to spend some time at night when they're alone, because when you're pestering them like, hey, come on, wake up, please, come on, let's play. They don't want that too much. It's best to scoop a rat up from under their stomach, and that way the paws are over here and you don't get any scraping. The initial pickup is quite hard, and for rats that don't bite, I would really recommend holding your arms like this all the time, because they love to scurry around here, burrow through here, and my baby rats love to come up here and play parakeet. Have Chiarosca right here, female baby. You see how I picked her up, like this, from under the stomach? If you come at them from up top, they really kind of get nervous. For being a friend with your rat, it's just basically taking them out and playing with them. Right now, I have Chiarosca on the floor in the flexi tubes I showed you earlier. That, but still have a maze. An idea is to cut a cardboard box into strips and then cut holes in them so you make a put-together maze. For those of you who aren't as adventurous for putting them out on the floor and letting them run around, you can always make a box fence to put them in a ratty corner. With a towel on the floor and a couple of boxes with holes in them stacked up several layers high, they can do whatever they want there for hours. Chiarosca in there has been sitting there for about 3 or 4 takes. No, 4 takes. And she is still trying to get her bearings at each end. Also, while I do my homework, I take one of the rats out and they crawl around. A shoebox cut in half with a shoebox top full works as a really good house. There are many, many ideas for rat toys. I've been to several websites, and one website has spectacular toy ideas. One of them is a wading pool, a deep tray filled with rocks and cold water, good for cold days. Then pea dipping, a bowl full of cold water and peas, again, good for hot days. Now that you have learned the basics of rats, there will be some questions. If you have a real detailed question, please feel free to reply to me, and I will put in a video as best I can an explanation to your question. Then, to wonder about rats, is this rat magazine. It's a really good magazine and really informative, and here is emergency situations, like let's see, electrified rat. So, starting right about now, there should be some list of educational sites down here. You can look at them. Well, they're not really educational, but rat ideas. You know the site I mentioned earlier for rat toys? That site will be down there too, and a few other rat stuff. So, thank you for watching Ratastic Episode 2.